In the last class, we discussed increasing functions, strictly increasing functions, decreasing functions, and strictly decreasing functions. So today I'll take up few questions. The first question is, show that the function y equals log 1 plus x to the base e minus 2x over 2 plus x, where x is greater than minus 1, is an increasing function throughout its domain. Yes, I have to show that this function is an increasing function. So first I'll find out the derivative of the function. That is, I'll find out f dash x, which is dy by dx. Yes, I have to differentiate this function with respect to x. So log of 1 plus x to the base e will be 1 over 1 plus x, and by chain rule, derivative of 1 plus x will be 1. Minus, here I'll apply the quotient rule. So denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator, whole divided by square of the denominator. So f dash x will be equal to 1 over 1 plus x. Here I'll simplify this. It's 4 plus 2x minus 2x over 2 plus x whole squared. This will get cancelled out. So here I'll take the LCM. And it's 1 plus x. So 1 will be multiplied with this. So here I'll get 2 plus x whole squared, and 4 will be multiplied with 1 plus x. So f dash x will be equal to 4 plus x square plus 4x minus 4 minus 4x over 2 plus x whole squared 1 plus x. This will get cancelled out. This will get cancelled out. So I'll get here f dash x is equal to x square, 2 plus x whole square, and 1 plus x. So we have obtained f dash x is equal to x squared over 2 plus x whole squared into 1 plus x. Yes, now we know that the nature of the function, that is, the function will be increasing, decreasing, will depend upon the sign of the derivative. If sign of the derivative is non-negative, then function is increasing. So now I have to determine the sign of this derivative. Look here. Here x square will always be greater than equal to 0 whenever x is greater than minus 1. This being the square of a number will be greater than 0. 2 plus x whole squared will be positive. So sign of the derivative will depend on this, right? Now look here. As x is greater than minus 1, given in the question, therefore 1 plus x will be greater than this, that is 1 plus x will be greater than 0. So can I say the derivative f dash x given by x square over 2 plus x squared into 1 plus x will be greater than equal to 0? So therefore fx is an increasing function throughout its domain, that is, for all x greater than minus 1. Let's take another question. Prove that y equals to 4 sine theta over 2 plus cos theta minus theta is an increasing function of theta in the closed interval 0 to pi by 2. So I have to prove that it is an increasing function, and for that I need to show that the derivative of the function is non-negative. So first I'll compute the derivative of this function, that is I'll compute f dash theta. So derivative of this, I'll apply the quotient rule. So it will be denominator into derivative of numerator, which is 4 cos theta, minus numerator into derivative of denominator, which is minus sine theta, whole divided by square of the denominator, minus derivative of theta is 1. So on simplification, I'll get here, it will be 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta plus 4 sine square theta divided by 2 plus cos theta whole squared minus 1. This is f dash theta, 8 cos theta plus 4, it's cos square theta plus sine square theta, minus 2 plus cos theta whole square over this. I have taken the LCM. Now this is equals to 1. So I'll get 8 cos theta plus 4, and I open the square, I'll get minus 4 minus cos square theta minus 4 cos theta whole divided by 2 plus cos theta whole squared. This will get cancelled out. So I'll get 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta will give you 4 cos theta minus cos square theta whole divided by 2 plus cos theta whole squared. So f dash theta is equal to 4 cos theta minus cos square theta over 2 plus cos theta whole squared, which can be written as f dash theta is equal to, take the common factor out, so I'll get cos theta into 4 minus cos theta over 2 plus cos theta whole squared. Now I have to determine the sign of this derivative. If the derivative is non-negative, then the function will be increasing. So let's determine the sign of this derivative. Yes, there are 3 factors. Now look here. 2 plus cos theta whole squared will be positive, being the square of a number. Also cos theta will be greater than equal to 0, because theta belongs to this closed interval 0 to pi by 2, and we know that in first quadrant cos function is positive, so cos theta will be greater than or equal to 0. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Also 4 minus cos theta will definitely be greater than 0, because as theta belongs to this interval, so value of cos theta will be greater than equal to 0 or less than equal to 1. So maximum value of cos theta is 1. So this quantity will be greater than 0. So this is non-negative, this is positive, this is positive. So f dash theta will be greater than equal to 0. So therefore f theta will be an increasing function in this interval. Let's take another question. Prove that the function f given by fx equals x square minus 6 plus 1 is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on the open interval minus 1 to 1. Right? Yes. As I have to check the nature of the function, so I'll find out the derivative. So fx is equal to x square minus 6 plus 1. So derivative, that is f dash x, will be 2x minus 1. Now being a polynomial function, it is continuous and differentiable everywhere. So to get the turning points, that is to get the points at which the function changes its nature or the derivative changes its sign, I'll put f dash x is equal to 0. This would imply 2x minus 1 is 0. That is, x is equal to 1 by 2. Right? Now I have to check the nature of the function in this interval minus 1 to 1. Right? So let this be minus 1 and this be 1. Interval minus 1 to 1, and let this be the turning point 1 by 2. Now this turning point has divided this interval in two sub-intervals. First is this interval and second is this interval. So the first interval minus 1 to 1 by 2, and second is 1 by 2 to 1. So I'll check the sign of the derivative in these two intervals. So first I'll take up this interval, and f dash x is 2x minus 1. So I take any point in this interval. Say I take x equal to 0. So f dash 0 is minus 1, which is less than 0. So sign of the derivative is negative. So what will be the nature of the function? Yes, function will be strictly decreasing. Right? Now I check the sign of the derivative in this interval 1 by 2 to 1. Suppose I take x equals to 0.6. So f dash 0.6 will be 1.2 minus 1, which is greater than 0. So sign of the derivative will be positive. So function is strictly increasing in this interval. So we have shown that in this interval, that is from minus 1 to 1 by 2, function is strictly decreasing, and in this part the function is strictly increasing. Right? But if I take the entire interval, that is from minus 1 to 1, in this part function is strictly decreasing, and in this part function is strictly increasing. So I'll say that this function fx is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on minus 1 to 1, because we say that a function is strictly increasing on an interval if it is strictly increasing on the entire domain. Right? But in this case, in this part function is strictly decreasing, and in this part function is strictly increasing. So if I take this entire interval, so the conclusion will be function is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing. Let's take another question. Which of the following functions are strictly decreasing on the open interval 0 to pi by 2? Yes, I'm given 4 functions: cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x, tan x. I need to find which of these functions are strictly decreasing on this interval. So let's check. So first function fx is cos x. I'll find the derivative. F dash x will be minus sin x. Right? Now, as x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, that is, x is in the first quadrant. So sin x will be greater than 0, and this would imply negative sin x will be less than 0. So f dash x is less than 0, therefore fx is decreasing. Right? So this function is decreasing in this interval. Now let's check the second function. So in B part, the function given is cos 2x. Let's find out the derivative again. It will be minus sine 2x into 2. That is f dash x will be minus 2 sine 2x. Right? Now I have to determine the sign of the derivative. Look here. As x belongs to this interval 0 to pi by 2, this means x is greater than 0, less than pi by 2. I want 2x. So I multiply each one of them with 2. Here I'll get 0. Here I'll get 2x and here I'll get pi. As I have multiplied with a positive number, the sign of inequality will not change. So that means 2x belongs to this interval 0 to pi. That means in first or in second quadrant. Right? So sine 2x will be greater than 0. And this would imply minus 2 sine 2x will be less than 0. I have multiplied with a negative number, so sign of inequality will get reversed. So therefore, f dash x is less than 0. So therefore, fx is decreasing. So this function is also decreasing on this interval. Now let's take the option C. Here the function fx is cos 3x. I'll compute its derivative. F dash x is equal to minus 3 sine 3x. Now I have to check the sign of this derivative. Now x is greater than 0 and less than pi by 2. Therefore 3x will be greater than 0 and less than 3 pi by 2. That means 3x will lie in this part. First 3 quadrants are covered, right? Now this is 0, 3 pi by 2 and let this be pi. Now when 3x is in this part, that is in first 2 quadrants, then sine 3x will be positive. So positive when multiplied with negative 3 will give you a negative answer. So in this the function will be decreasing. But when 3x lies in this part, that is in the third quadrant, sine 3x will be negative. When this negative number is multiplied with negative 3, you will get a positive answer. So here function will be increasing. But if I consider this entire part, then I'll conclude function is neither increasing nor decreasing. F dash x will be secant square x. Yes, secant square x will definitely be positive, being the square of a number. So here in this case fx is increasing. So out of these 4, cos x function and cos 2 functions are decreasing on this interval. This is neither increasing nor decreasing and this is increasing.